Welcome to our first of 7 daily sessions to kick off Neora's Wellness Week. Thank you to all of our talented brand partners who have offered to lead a class. We are very thankful to have such a caring community. Please welcome certified yoga and anti-gravity fitness instructor and general enthusiast for all things well-being, Koren Sloan.
Hi everyone. I am super excited to be here with you all today. Thank you so much to everyone that reached out to send me good luck and well wishes. It's really great to connect with so much of my Neora family and friends from all over the country. I became a Neora brand partner 7 years ago, mainly just because I was looking for more positivity in my life, and I couldn't have imagined all the ways that it's benefited me and my family and just everyone around me. Today we're going to do a really quick 30-minute Vinyasa Flow. It's going to be pretty basic, beginner level, nothing crazy, just to get your body moving. If you have a yoga block nearby, that's great. If you don't, that's okay too. You can use a book, you can use whatever you have around the house. Anything is fine. To start, I just want you to come to a comfortable seated position, so whatever that means to you, and sit up nice and tall. So imagine you're trying to find the perfect posture. Your shoulders are right over your hips. You're grounding down into the floor. You're relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your neck. Pretend like someone is lifting up the top of your head, pulling you up towards the ceiling, lengthening in your spine. And once you find that really comfortable seat, just close your eyes. And bring your attention to your breathing. You don't have to change the way you're breathing, just notice your breath. We're going to take a moment just to bring ourselves into the present moment here. And a great way to do that is just to notice what you're feeling, smelling, tasting, and hearing right now. So just going through your senses and noticing what's happening right now. What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you taste? And what do you feel? What parts of your body are touching the ground? Do you notice any tension? So just take a moment to bring yourself here and now into this present moment. Then we're going to start by dropping our right ear to our right shoulder, keeping our left shoulder as relaxed as possible so we can lengthen out that side of our neck. And then bring your chin to your chest. And your left ear to your left shoulder. Again, bringing your chin to your chest, and then coming back up to neutral. I want you to start to move your body in a counterclockwise circle and make it come from your rib cage. So it's like you're taking your rib cage up and around. Counterclockwise, just unwinding the day, unwinding whatever is stressing you out and causing tension in your life. And then start to make that movement a little bit bigger, kind of getting the whole body involved, taking a nice big circle. And then we're going to switch direction, taking it clockwise now, big circle, starting it out nice and big, bring your shoulders up and around, and then start to dial it back in, making it smaller until just your rib cage is doing the moving. And then bring it back to center. We're going to place our right hand on the ground, take your left arm up overhead, lengthen out the whole left side of your body, trying to make sure your left hip stays on the ground, and energy is shooting out of your left hand towards the sky. Good. Switch sides, left hand down, right arm comes up overhead, pulling your shoulder really far away from your head, lengthening everything out. We're going to come back to the first side and turn that into a semicircle. So right hand down, left arm overhead, and then take that arm down to the front, semicircle around to the left, and open it back up. Repeat that other side, left arm down, right arm overhead, circle around the front, and back up. One more time each side, right arm down, circle it around, and come up. Last time, left hand down, right arm circles overhead, and come back up. We're going to make our way onto all fours. So go ahead and come into that position. You want to make sure that your knees are right under your hips and your wrists are right under your shoulders. So you're in a nice tabletop position here. And we're going to start to move into a cat-cow. So on the inhale, you're going to lift your head, drop your belly. And on the exhale, you're going to lift your belly, drop your tailbone, and tuck your head. Inhale, lift the head, drop the belly. On the exhale, lift out. I want you to imagine someone is grabbing you by your shoulder blades and just pulling them apart, pulling them up. Really make it about your shoulders. Inhale, drop. Exhale, really press into the floor here and press your shoulder blades apart. Everyone carries tension there. Open it up. Inhale, drop the hips. And then make our way back to neutral. From here, you're going to tuck your toes and lift your hips up to a downward dog. This is our first downward dog, so I want you to take whatever you need here. You can move left to right. You can go up and down on your toes, shake your head. Whatever you want to do that feels good in your body, do it here for a few moments. So just getting used to being on our hands a little bit. And then come back to a neutral place. Bend your knees, look between your hands, and walk yourself up to the top of the mat, standing all the way up. I want you to take a moment here to find mountain pose. So you're going to take your feet hip width apart. Arms are going to fall down by your sides. And again, we're imagining this just really nice, tall posture. So imagine all four corners of your feet very evenly on the ground. You can even rock back and forth a little bit just to help you find that centered place. And then make sure your tailbone is going down towards the ground. Think about lifting the front of your belly. Your rib cage is closing together like somebody tied it up. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your head is down. And imagine someone is pulling you up by the back of your head. So for me, I have a ponytail right here. I'm just going to pretend like someone's yanking me up by my ponytail, taking the back of my skull toward the back of the room. And just take a few breaths here, really feeling yourself grounded down into the earth. We're going to move into some sun salutations from here just to get our body moving a little more. So inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your knees and your hips to the back of the room. Hands come down, right leg steps back. Drop your right knee and your toes. Inhale, arms come up. Send your hands down to the ground. Tuck that back toe. Take the left leg back to plank. From here, you're going to lower your knees first and then gently lower your upper body the whole way to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra, just barely lifting your chest off. Exhale, press up to downward dog. Good. Step the right leg forward, drop the left knee and the toes. Inhale up. Bring your hands to the ground, step the left foot in to meet the right. Come all the way up. Going right back down, bend your knees, send the hips back, hands to the ground, left foot steps back. Drop the knee but not the toes. Inhale up. This time pausing here, taking our arms out to cactus. We're going to turn gently to the right. And then gently to the left, trying to move only from my thoracic spine, only from that middle of your back. Coming right back down, stepping it back to plank. This time, hold the plank. Give yourself a moment to really feel it here, using your core, using your glutes, whole body active. And then lower your knees. Gently lower your upper body all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward dog. If pressing right up to downward dog is too much for you, you can always come onto your knees, tuck your toes, and then lift. Good. Left foot steps forward, right knee drops, not the toes. Inhale up. Same thing here, opening to cactus. Twist to the left first. And then gently to the right. Good. Come back to center. Place the hands down. Step the right foot in to meet the left. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, come back down to neutral, finding that mountain pose again. So take a moment, close your eyes. Imagine all four corners of the feet grounding down. Feel the energy coming up through your body from the earth. We'll move it a little more into a flow now. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, send the hips back, hands come down, step it right back to plank. From here, knees down, gently lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. This time, inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward between your hands and come up to a high lunge. If you need to bend your back knee here, that's fine. You want your pelvis to be as neutral as possible. So bending the back knee really helps with that. Open again to cactus arms. Same thing here with the twist. Gently twisting to the right, and then gently twisting to the left. One more time, both sides. Try not to move your lower body. This is only coming to my upper body. Twist to the right, good. Twist to the left. Awesome. Bring your hands to prayer. We're going to shift our weight into our right foot and lift our left foot off the ground, warrior three. Don't worry about how high you're lifting your foot here. It can be just a few inches off the ground, that's fine. You can bend your right knee if that gives you more stability. Just trying to find a nice balance, heating up our right leg. Find something to look at that helps you balance and make sure you're breathing and thinking about your belly button in, holding your core. On your next inhale, without putting your left leg down if possible, you're going to come to stand with the left knee in front of you. We're going to move between those positions. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, send the leg back. Inhale, we're going to come back to stand. Exhale, send it back. So you're trying to move with as much control and stability as you can. Inhale up. One more time, exhale it back. Inhale it up. This time we're going to step back to a low lunge. So take the left leg back pretty far, bring your hands to the ground. Plant your left hand down next to your right foot and twist open to the right. Weight into the left hand here, gaze up towards the right palm. Good. Bring your hands back down to the ground, step it back to plank. Lower the knees, gently lower the upper body. Inhale up, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take a nice deep breath here in this downward dog this time. Inhale into the nose, exhaling it all out. And then we're going to lift our left leg up. Step the left leg forward between your hands up to a high lunge on the other side. Bend the back knee if you need to. Same thing on this side. Open to cactus. Twist to the left. So you want this to be a really slow, controlled movement. It might look like it's super easy, but if you're really keeping the bottom half of your body still, it can be super challenging. One more time to the right. Bring your hands to prayer. Shift weight into the left foot, lift the back leg. Again, this does not matter how high your leg is lifted. It's about keeping your hips closed so your toes are pointed down towards the ground. Your left knee can be bent a little bit if that helps you. Find a few breaths of balance here. On the next inhale, come to stand. Right knee comes up. Exhale, send that leg back. Try to make this as a controlled and fluid movement as you can. Inhale up. Your core is really working here, so make sure you're using it. Exhale out. Inhale up. One more time. Exhale out. Inhale up. This time when we step back, we're stepping it back to a low lunge. So step back far, bring your hands to the ground. Right hand comes to the ground, left arm twists open. Weight into that right hand. Gaze up. Good. Bring the left hand back down, step back to plank. Now, if you want, you can go into a full chaturanga here without lowering your knees if you're comfortable with that. I'm going to keep demonstrating with the knees lowered to keep it gentle. Lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to downward dog. Look between your hands, bend your knees, walk yourself back to the top of your mat. Inhale all the way up. Exhale back to neutral. Again, taking a moment to find mountain pose. Feet hip width apart, all four corners on the ground. Close your eyes. Take 2 nice breaths here, just calming ourselves and grounding down. Moving on to our next series of flow. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees. Hands come to the ground. Step back to plank. Your choice of vinyasa here. Lower the knees or don't. Lower the body. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward, open that back leg, come up to warrior two, right leg in front. You want to have a nice wide stance here so that you can really bend into that front leg without this knee going far over the toes. So get a little wider than you probably think. Your shoulders should stay over your hips. Arms are nice and lengthened, gazes over the front arm. On your next inhale, right arm lifts, left arm goes down. And then exhale, right elbow to right knee, left arm up overhead. Again, inhale up. The goal here is not to move your legs at all. So again, just coming from the upper body, you want to keep that same bend in that front knee the whole time. Inhale up. Exhale, right elbow to right knee. Good. Come back up to warrior two. Good. We're going to cartwheel our arms down to the ground, low lunge, and then lower the left knee. Now I want you to take your left hand and place it in front of your left knee, and then slide the right leg back. This is going to be a modified side plank. So you can start with your foot on the ground. My left knee and left hand have points of contact. I'm going to try to lift up my right leg. You can keep your leg on the ground if that feels better. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes, using your core. This is not easy, even though it looks like a pretty simple position. Good. From here, I'm going to step my right leg forward. Come to stand up, facing the side. Bring your hands to your hips, and we're going to start to forward fold here with a long spine. So just send your hips back, lengthen it out. I want you to bring your hands to the ground before you have to round your spine. So trying to keep it long. So this might be a place that a block or something could be helpful. If you feel like you can't get to the ground, then you bring them around to you. Okay? If you can get your hands to the ground, great. You're going to keep your left leg straight and bend your right knee. Good. Come back to the center. Bend the left knee, right leg stays straight. Back to center, one more time each side. Bend the right leg, left leg stays straight. And bend the left. Come back to center. Hands back on the hips, slowly lower, lift, back up. Turn that right foot back to the front, come back to warrior two. We're going to cartwheel our arms down to the ground, step back to plank. If you're getting tired of lowering altogether here, whether it's on your knees or not, you can always make the choice to come right to downward dog and just wait. Otherwise, knees down, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale the left leg up. Step it forward between your hands. Open that right foot, come up. Warrior two on the other side. Again, a nice wide stance. Wider than you think, probably. Really bending into that front leg. Lengthening out the arms. Feel strong here. Gaze over the front arm. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, left elbow to left knee, right arm overhead. Again, inhale out. Exhale down. Inhale up, really stretching out the side body here on either side. So right here, left side body really stretching. Exhale down, right side body really stretching. Come back up to warrior two. Good. Cartwheel the arms down to a low lunge. Drop that right knee. Place the right hand down. Open it up. Modified side plank. Again, option to leave the leg down, or if you feel like you have some stability, lift it. Flex the foot so you're pressing energy out through the heel here. This is a really great way to strengthen your hips. One more breath here. And then you're going to step the left leg forward, stand up, face the side. Again, we're going to forward fold. Hands on the hips. Lengthen it out. When you can't fold anymore, bring your hands to the ground. Keep the spine long here. Don't release the head and neck. Plant your left hand down on the ground. Twist open to the right. Release your head. Let it hang. Let the tension go. Good. Switch hands. Press the right hand down. Open to the left. Once you're nice and long, release the head. Both hands back to the ground. You can repeat that exactly as we just did it. If you want to take it a little deeper, you're going to take your left hand to your right ankle and then twist open. Other side of right hand to left ankle, twist open. Good. Both hands back to the center. Bring them up onto your hips, slowly lift back up. Turn that front forward again, right back into warrior two. Good. Cartwheel your arms down, step it back to plank. Lower the knees. Slowly lower the upper body all in one piece. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Bend the knees, look between your hands. Walk yourself up to the front of the mat. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to neutral. Taking another pause for mountain pose. So let the arms come down by the side. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths just to center yourself before we go into our final little flow. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come down. Bend your knees, touch the ground, step back to plank. Lower the knees. Slowly lower the upper body. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward, but stay in a low lunge, hands on the ground. Lower the back knee and the toes. You can stay right here if this is enough for you. If this is even too much, again with the block, you can lift up if that feels better. I'm gonna plant my left hand down on the ground, reach my right arm back to grab my left foot if that's accessible to you. Releasing that foot, I'm gonna shift my weight back onto my left knee, straightening the right leg, coming into a runner's stretch. Moving between the two, I'm gonna inhale, come back to a low lunge and lift my arms up. Exhale, I'm gonna take it back to the runner's lunge. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down. This time just shift it forward into a low lunge. Lift the toe, tuck it, come back to plank. From here, just come right back to a downward dog. Other side, inhale the left leg up. Step it forward, staying in a low lunge, lower the back knee. Stay right here, or if you want to take it deeper, right hand plants down, left arm reaches back for my right foot. Make sure you're breathing here on this stretch. It could be a really deep quad stretch for a lot of people. Release that foot, shift the weight back onto the right hip, straighten the left leg, runner stretch. Inhale, low lunge, arms come up. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale up. Exhale back. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale it back. Bend the left knee, just shift forward into a low lunge, tuck those back toes, step back to plank, come up into downward dog. Take 2 nice deep breaths here. I want you to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and let your tongue and everything hang out on your exhale. So deep breath in, exhale, let it all out. Make some noise, no one's around. Inhale up, exhale, let it all out. Good. Bend your knees, look between your hands, walk up to the front of the mat. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to neutral. Come back to that mountain pose again. Feet hip width apart, relaxing, closing your eyes, all 4 corners of the feet grounding. Take a moment to still yourself. Good. We're going to do a little bit of balancing real quick. So come onto your left foot, bring your right leg out in front of you. You can stay just like this, or you're going to let it go. Switch sides. Balance on your right leg, left leg comes up. You can keep holding on or let it go. Good. Bring that leg down. We're going to come down to the mat, onto our backs. Knees bent. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a little hug, a little circle, left to right, lower back massage. And then take both knees and drop them over to the right. Left arm opens, gaze to the left, gentle spinal twist. Inhale back through center. Exhale, drop both knees to the left, gaze to the right, gentle twist. Inhale back through center. Place both feet on the ground, put your hands down by your sides. Slowly peel off your lower spine. So coming into a low bridge, you don't have to come the whole way up, and then slowly put the spine back down one vertebrae at a time. So lengthening out our lower back. One more time, peel it off the ground, come about halfway up, and then slowly lower, peeling it back down. One more hug, knees into the chest. And then we're going to come into our final resting pose, Shavasana, to let both your legs and your arms come out and just relax. Let your feet fall out to the sides, your hands are palm up, close your eyes. Let your entire body release. Nothing to hold on to, nothing to do, nowhere to be. Pay special attention to your face here. Think about taking your tongue off the roof of your mouth. What about the space between your eyebrows? Soften your eyes, soften the sockets where your eyes are. Let your whole face completely relax and just breathe. If you need to stay here for an extended period of time, feel free to do so. If you're ready to move on with your day, you're going to bring your knees back into your chest. Roll over to your right and gently come back up to sit. We're going to meet back in a comfortable seated position, just like we started. Hands are on your thighs. Close your eyes. Think about lengthening up in your spine, nice and tall. Inhale your arms up overhead. Bring your hands together to prayer. Take them down to your heart center. I love and respect myself. I love and respect my earth. I treat others with respect and love. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do something kind for your body and your mind. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with me. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me.